Yeah, well, Vitality certainly coming out of the gate strong so far. Heretics, though, what chance can they stand here? It is going to be a pretty rough affair for them, but at least they will get their choice of side. So it looks like they're going to be starting on the defense here. Vitality on that T side. Plenty of utility. 2 players with it, however, to try to find some map control. But we are going to see a 2-man push on the A side as well for Heretics.
Yeah. Just a little bit of a prod. They're starting out on this CT side, which is, it should be, again, similar to Dust, their better side of the two, although they haven't played a whole lot of maps, so there's not a ton of data to go off. I think Heretics have, in general, on this side of the bracket, got their work cut out for them. Because I think if they lose this game, they play the winner, they play the loser of Fnatic and Astralis, so never really gets easier for you. Vitality, after that flashbang push into short B, are going to start making their way up short B and put a lot of pressure on Heretics here.
Vera getting a whole lot of information, but this crossfire going to be established and also broken up by the flashes as RPK opens up the B side. It's going to be a wraparound trying to clear out the pit area. They do have Lucky there trying to provide some cover, but RPK missed opportunities. Big on to Lucky, needs another bullet, gets it, but XMS has already rotated through on the flank, and that's going to be a clean start for Heretics.
Some decent tapping away from RPK there, but nice shutdown from Heretics to get themselves off to a good start on this CT side here. See if Vitality are happy to just take the single save, or whether they are one of those teams that likes to go for a bit of a Deagle armor. Maybe a scout in there or something of that nature. Does look like a force here. Drop the AK to ZywOo. I already like where this is going.
But where is ZywOo going? Looks like he's going to be trying to go over towards the B site, maybe just to throw some extra utility then. Going back to group up with the rest of the troop. Shocks copying. Oh, it wasn't actually Shocks, it was the nade that did some damage up top on. But Shocks is just going to be hiding there at the end.
He's just surfing up there, listening for the footsteps on short B. Seeing if there's any pushes from the CTs. Now he's just going to fall away while the rest of Vitality start to make their way up long A and towards bathroom. There's actually a 2-man tower with ZywOo on the top of it, looking for that headshot angle over towards Divider.
Some great teamwork just to try to make sure that they completely grab these openings. Unfortunately, Heretics not giving Vitality an angle, not a moment, not a chance so far. And Vitality, they're just going to progress into bathrooms.
Start from Apex, not someone I've seen with the scout too often, but he actually has found that entry there. Over towards long A. Vitality don't speed off the back of that. They slow down into Maka. How has Shocks come away with that headshot? That's some great crosshair placement from the man. And now Heretics scrambling in a 3-on-5. You see ZywOo's on the offensive up short B now.
Oh, great flashes as well. He's going to be caught at ABC, fully blinded. Has a flash of his own, but Team Vitality already all over sight. Navera finally trying to kill RPK, and ZywOo hits straight back though. Bomb goes down, and that is going to be XMS in the 1-on-4. And look, he's got a way to go, but he's going to be going the wrong direction, which indicates a save, Pilly.
Yep. It's not a good way to be, Mac, when you lose that second round on that CT side. Your economy kind of just goes into the bin and struggles to crawl out of the bin for the foreseeable future.
Like a grub.
Kind of like Oscar the Grouch. Like, the economy is very likely to just live there. Four up for Vitality, and they take through an M4 and a Famis off the backside of that win. That's pretty nice. Scavenge those guns away.
Oh, we didn't get to see that one. Apex.
That's also sharp. That's just good crosshair placement from Shocks.
Vitality just aware of every position Heretics could have made their way into. And again, they will win their force by. So let's see if they can stop Heretics from causing the upset again. We have seen Heretics win a couple of these tonight, so let's see if Vitality can lock it down.
Yeah, let's see if they're aware that the force is an option. I'm sure they would be. Pretty common for you to, as you've lost that second round, be on the double egos, so you may as well just force give yourself the outside shot of, exactly like you said, Mac, upsetting.
But look at this setup from Heretics. 2 in bathrooms, 2 at long, 1 on A site, just the full A stack. And that's going to be XMS on the site with the flashes to allow some aggression if Vitality are hurt here.
Oh, I actually like that a lot. He's got a full belt of utility. I almost never see this work. Even with 5 players here, and it's already started off a bit rough with Zywoo opening things up.
Here we go. XMS needs to throw that util. Unfortunately, it comes in way too late, and XMS is going to go down himself. So there goes the MP9. There goes 3 of the players for Heretics, and pretty much the round, unless Navera fires up, but he's going to be copying some fire himself. Dropping some as well. There's Vitality. We'll just wait that one out and probably take the A site. Lucky, unable to get that Apex jump in at the perfect moment to survive. Oh, you hate to see it.
It's even worse because his name is Lucky. And it's just like the Deagle spread has just done him dirty there. You know?
Irony.
Oh, man. You know, when have you actually seen that bathroom stack work, though, Mac? Like, I swear, I always think of it, it's something that should work.
Ooh.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
How
you doing?
Bonjour. See you later. 5 alive for Vitality.
Au revoir.
I think it might be for Heretics if they don't recover in the next gun round. But yeah, like I was saying, in theory, that bathroom stack should be sick, you know, if you're in the right positions. But I swear to God, every time I've seen a team on the CT side stack bathroom, they just get owned. That's another example of it. Have you ever seen it work?
No, I don't usually. You usually see the B stack. I don't really often see teams go for the A stack. Maybe a con stack. We saw a lot of that from Tyloo last week.
Yeah, that works.
And it looks like that is pretty close to what Heretics are doing here, just controlling every angle they can here around the front of bathrooms, around the top of con.
Yeah, I've seen this work. Stack this part of the map and they wide peek into party.
Problem is, look where Vitality is. They're all the way through the B site. They've left the bomb, but they've got full control. And maybe Masuda might be found here at the back of con, just waiting. But it's a matter of time, and it's Vitality in the driver's seat as soon as they get that bomb planted.
Masuda's got his work cut out for him. Lot of players running at him. How much will he stat pad? Not a whole lot.
Yeah, well, that Famous, you know. The Stray sometimes hard to wrangle, as Zywoo takes the P2 as a weapon of choice instead. Apex, another on to Maka, and they are aware that Nivera is gone for the Famous. Apex just barely unable to find that angle. Molotov will certainly flush him into a corner. Smoke goes down, but Apex dropping faster. And Nivera, he will fall in the end. There it is, 3 on the board for Vitality after dropping just the pistol. And Heretics are just struggling to get back into the game.
Well, they're going to give it a good crack here, Mac. The problem is that they're a little light on the util, especially those Molotovs, those counter flashes, which makes a play towards B for Vitality a hell of a lot more effective. Keen to see Maka on this AWP, though. Man was having some good rounds on Dust too. See if he can continue that form on Overpass, a map where on the CT side you can do some heavy lifting for your team.
That smoke allowing him to go aggressive, but...
Oh,
the leg.
That's better than nothing. And that's a fair amount of info. But how does Heretics navigate their way through the rest of this round? Again, it's this standoff between Shox and Nivera in short B. Seems like Nucky's spamming away. Should be somewhat aware that he could be in this position. Nivera, a little switched on. Is he going to turn around? Oh, that's very nice raw adjustment, taking out Shox there. And Vitality all stacked up outside a Monster with a fresh smoke just thrown down. Do you speed it up?
Oh, and Keo trying to find anything through the smoke. One bullet there on RPK would have done it too.
He's got a counter flash and an HE nade. Vitality setting up this utility. In they go towards this B site. Flash onto the pillar.
Keo mollied out, and the nade from him will finish off RPK. Nasuda coming in. There's the entry and a second. That's a big way to crack open the B site, but back to the 3-on-3 as XMS comes in on that flank, stopping Apex from denying this push at Monster.
Yeah, they got 2 on the flank towards short B. This passive position towards ABC works out, but now it's Zywoo in the 1-on-2.
And he's almost found this isolated fight, but XMS is here and rifling away to victory. Heretics with a second.
Nicely done, but I'm not sure that's convincing enough to really secure them a solid spot in this CT half. You look at that T-side economy. You got 10 grand in the bank on some of these Vitality players, man, and Heretics, they're really struggling to put a buy together following that win. 3.8, 3.9k on some of their players.
Well, that's it, really.
Their economy's still on the verge of breaking. Those were some sick entries, man. Masuda looking sharp, I have to say. I think he was a bit of a... I'm sure a lot of French people probably knew about this man, but from an outside perspective, someone just rolling into Vitality, 17 years old. Pick up out of relative obscurity. He's looking better and better the longer he's getting into this team, man.
Well, Apex was doing some looking as well. Up short early. Flash hits the line, but it also blinds Navera as well. And that should have been a second. It's another opportunity. Shock's just throwing away his life there.
How do Vitality navigate their way through this 3-on-4? Retrieve the bomb. Back from T-spawn there. Walking through connector, having a little look around. Now going to start to size up the bathrooms. This is where Maka could put his team even further ahead than they are, or just throw it all in the bin. Oh, it's going to be the former.
Gets a second as well, but Zaiwu here for the trade. Now he has that 1v3 to win, so Molly to play with. Smoke and Flash as well.
Molly's that side box, expecting the push through long. He's not going to get it, and he's just really running this clock down. 2 players playing contact on this A site. Means that it's going to be quite hard for Zaiwu to actually multi-frag here.
Just creeping forward. It'll go in to Lucky's line. Head might have been spotted there as Navera gets off it. There's the timing, but Navera close for the trade. Great spacing, great setup from the defense there on the A site, as we do see Heretics lock down a third and keep it close initially.
They're doing well. But still, I hate to say it, man, 2 alive for Heretics. The money's still not great. They've depleted their loss bonus to 0, and Vitality still has cash in the bank. Heretics hasn't quite put them away yet, but they're doing some good work.
Speaking of good work, Zaiwu 6-3 already. That's a killer round with 151 ADR. He's doing extra on top of that. So let's see if this continues forward. But for now, the economy is there for another buy from Vitality. Heretics with 2 alive at the end. Again, the money, it's hanging in the balance.
Much better utility this time around for Heretics. Just going to help him out a little. Definitely helps you to hold down some of those B pushes. But Vitality, again, defaulting back towards this A side of the map. Maka gets a leg onto Zaiwu, who's gone down to the AK this time around. The aggression, punished by XMS. Yet another good start for Heretics, but they need to not only convert this round, but also try to do it convincingly and start to build that economy. That's where they can try to make this map competitive, because it's do or die here, man. You don't want to go into that losers match against Astralis or Fnatic. You don't want to go into that winners match against Astralis or Fnatic. Never gets easier.
You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
I think so, in this case. But that's Cologne at its finest, really, isn't it? All the world's best teams.
You have to expect it, and you have to play your A game. Lucky in the corner, won't be spotted initially. Suda just looking to make a move shortly. Lucky, however, not budging.
It's a good setup for Heretics.
Flash is there, but Lucky has the cover from Maka. There's the first, and maybe some extra info. Maka just trying to draw as much attention as possible with the shots. Lucky not cleared, and this is playing straight into Heretics' hand. Again, Zaiwu going to be last alive, but this time just 16 HP, not with an orb. What else can he get done? Not much.
5 alive for Heretics. That's absolutely fantastic. Look at that cash across the board. Now they head into an anti-eco, and they very much are in control of this half now. Is this going to be a buy for Vitality? They've got the hero AK. Surely not. 2.4, 2.5. They can't really afford. But just grab a couple deagles. AK on Apex. You never know. Could be a recipe for success.
Let's see what they can do. These deagles have been so dangerous in the hands of Vitality. And again, it looks like they are going to go for short-range engagements. Keo maybe even playing in their hands there. Another smoke allowing them to creep forward. This could all go south. This flash doesn't hit the mark, but it depends on where ZywOo sends it. For now, Vitality looks like they're just going to wait these smokes out.
Flash is actually to short B to get Shocks in position. Then they all creep into the smoke. It fades favorably because they're closer to it. And Navera, he's doing his best to spray him down, but Vitality's starting to crack the site, Mac.
And Shocks just going straight in, but they need to get past Lucky. He's still here in the pit, still here and waiting. Vitality, with a minute remaining, have just completely left the site. Shocks is going to be lurking it short.
Yeah.
They're just waiting for an overextension.
They're slowing it down. Utility is towards heaven, up towards that A side of the map. Oh, they wanted to go for a bit of a cheeky boost there. And they're still going to actually commit to it, but in the position that Lucky's playing from, I actually like the off angle. XMS now, I think he's looking for that. No, he drops into the back of the side, actually. Or they could catch him if he overextends, actually, Mac.
Oh, and it's all about the timing, but 20 seconds, Vitality need to make a move. It's going to be the rotation back to Monster. ZywOo, crosshair's good. There it is, the 1D. XMS in a solid position as well there at ramp. Back to pit he goes, and he's going to do it all himself, except Maka from above finds a second, well, finds a first rather. But what a setup from Heretics to get back in there, and what a 1D from ZywOo to really keep them shaking in their boots.
Just too aware. Yeah, it made it expensive for Heretics. That chips down a fair amount of their money. And you were waiting for the flash to Monster, but it's just... We're in this state of the meta of CSGO where it's like crowd walking into a smoke and it fading closer to you is just as good as getting that entry flash sometimes. It's pretty stupid. Either way now.
Well, it is what it is.
Oh, yep, absolutely, mate. Money's a bit shaky on a few of these CTs here, Mac. And Vitality, they're contesting short B, and Shocks has got the better of Navera that time around.
Apex caught off guard there. Keo on the off angle, and he's going to try to hold it too. Not for long though, smokes it off.
Vitality slowing things down in this 4-on-4, starting to take a little bit more map control. And Heretics, a lot of movement for them. It seems like they're pretty sold that this is a bit of a play towards B, or they just want to take the gamble that it is by setting up toward there. But Vitality are all the way up short A. Masuda's creeping up with RPK. And I think they're just going to walk onto the A site for free and let the saving ensue.
You reckon? No chance at a retake. Let's see what Maka can do. He's going to be
just
leading
about
the charge.
To die. He's already deep in CT, man.
Masuda. You can't count Lucky out. In his name.
I'm very surprised that they got that done. Either way, Vitality starting to throw down some delaying utility, trying to force that bomb plant down.
Thought Maka was going to be running through solo. The man decides against it. As we do see the wraparound. 2 men set up over towards long. Looking like they will just adventure back to bathrooms.
ZywOo's got that one flash. There's no smoke for the bomb here, so Heretics, they have to aggressively take these aim doors and lock down these angles. ZywOo repositioning because he's got that flash to set up Shocks on 7 HP.
Well, they've got 20 seconds to get it done, and they're edging forward. Molly going over, and it's a nice line found by Keo. RPK 2 for himself, though, and it's ZywOo to make it. That 1v1 gets to safety, just barely. Re-peaks, and XMS can't get it done. ZywOo with the clutch. 2 kills at the end of it. But Vitality, they are still in the deficit, but another round on the board is going to crack that economy. Heretics, now they're in trouble.
Yeah. And it's a difficult decision to be making here if you're Heretics. Do you buy here and potentially put one of these players on a weapon that's... Okay, this is weird.
It's the 2 half-wise.
They invest in an AWP and an M4 armor to even up the money, but they don't even upgrade pistols on 2 of their players. 1 for 1, that's not bad. Is that weapon's not really retrievable because Maka's the only one over there with the AWP. The rest of them up in front of Connector and short B with a whole bunch of pistols. Oh, it's the triple boost.
Beautiful. And Navera, oh no! 1 bullet away from succeeding there, and it's a flash out. Shoxy going to be blind by his team though. But all the CTs are as well. Big shot coming out from Nivera. One on the body as well, but it's not enough to get it over the line just yet. However, look at the HP. Apex on 2, Masuda on 47. There is a chance here, but Zywoo's found another.
Bomb not down yet. Zywoo's only just starting to punch in the code. Smack up. He's just going to turn tail and hold on to this AWP. A lot of very injured players. Keo's still going to look to try to find an exit or something of that nature. And almost gets it. But that's going to be it. Vitality taking that one out. And as long as Maka can hold on to this AWP. Oh, actually.
Oh, no kit though.
Yeah.
But the time's still up, so let's see how he
goes.
goes.
Oh!
What? Maka goes for the Mac 10 instead of committing to the USP. Apex peaks for the trade.
The crosshair was on him though, Mac. Another half a second, he would have gotten that. I thought he was just going to save.
Oh my, Maka.
Jeez.
So quick. Split-second decision-making, almost getting him back in. What a shot on the drop.
Did he E the Mac 10? Like, on his way down there?
No, he dropped the...
He just drops his AWP.
He dropped the AWP before he dropped because he didn't want to give that away.
Hey, that's real expensive for Vitality, though, actually. Their money's starting to look a little bit shaky. Both teams, really, and that's not the start that you wanted if you're a Heretics fan. Nivera, he's been doing decent work earlier in the half, but these last couple of rounds only really finding the one-for-ones. And now starting to get abused a little bit more by Team Vitality. They've got that short control.
On the way in, there it is, RPK, another. It's going downhill again for Heretics. Just some flashes and maybe some ambition, but Lucky's down to 7, and that's the round already.
Oh, the double flank. Almost want to be a bit of a believer coming from that last round, but surely this should be it. Surely that should be the shutdown, and Heretics just need to fall back away and save.
Just looking to lock him in.
Yeah, look, Vitality, the way that their money is, not sure they can necessarily afford to hunt with too many weapons. Oh my god, RPK.
Oh, and almost the second as well. XMS cops 81 damage from that.
Yeah, one for one's pretty good. I think even like 2 or 3 guns thrown away for Vitality is fine, but once it starts to get a bit past that, it's probably not worth.
Well, XMS rather sneaks away with the AWP for now, but he's going to go down through the wall. Apex finds Lucky, and that is quality hunting coming through from Vitality. And again, the economy going to be in question for Heretics.
Yeah, it's cooked. Absolutely cooked. And Vitality well and truly taking the lead now. In full control of the half. Can they get in control of their economy? It's decent. 3 to 4K on 4 of their players. But if they drop a couple of guns here, then it won't be that fantastic.
Well, faster approach from Vitality over to short. This time, no utility to stop them because Heretics just have the upgraded Deagles. And there's one for Zywoo, one for RPK, and a very clean couple of entries to B-site. Bomb's been left behind, and yes, they'll have to fight for some control. Bit of damage onto Shocks, one more bullet. And he's done Zywoo, similar situation. But look at the timing on this wrap. Mac has got that AK to play with coming on the flank, and as Apex goes toe-to-toe, this could be a crucial kill, but it looks like it may just be the save.
Cannot underestimate the one-tap potential that you can't get access to on that CT site. Especially with Nivera down at 1700. Wouldn't be bad to drop him a rifle, give him a little extra utility, especially because he's that short B player.
Look, Lucky should be able to drop an AWP across.
Oh, yeah. I think Maka's just going to buy his own, mate.
Yeah?
And then just drop the AK.
All right. Well, doesn't really need the head armor up against the AKs anyway, right? So
No, definitely not.
that should do
Up
it.
against the A1S, maybe, but at the same time, you're on the AWP.
Look at this, though. Vitality fully realizing they don't want to lose any more economy. They just want to build it up.
Yeah, I think
So
they're
they're
good.
all just saving over towards Monster there.
They're good now. Plenty of cash.
Rest of the half should be right as rain. Well, in round 13 we go, and Heretics are going to be buying up. Maka does have money for the AWP if he wishes. Looks like he may just commit to the AK instead. Maybe not feeling it. Okay.
It's still a good buy for Heretics. what Vitality's getting up to. Molly in towards Party. Shox is over there spamming at short B like he's been doing all game. Masuda's getting that connector control very quickly. A minute 35. He very much has sort of cottoned on to the tendency that Heretics isn't really contesting that, and he's gotten a lot of map control now, pinching in with the rest of those A players towards Bathroom. Very, very fast pacing up Divider here for Vitality.
XMS in a solid position inside Bathrooms, though. So if he's not filtered out from this position, that will enable a solid crossfire, but he's going to be spotted. Oh, a nice play. Maka with one. XMS falls, and Maka with the nade to finish. That's a 3-for-1 trade, and Heretics are laughing.
That's a really good setup. I thought Vitality might have caught them off guard there with that pacing, but they're not really checking their corners there. I guess they must have felt like it potentially could have been a long setup with how passive Heretics has been, not really peaking very much. Perhaps thinking that they had the timing of just slipping onto that A site. Bit of a misread though, unfortunately costs Vitality, and now they've got to try to convert this 2-on-4 out B.
Oh, good timing on that smoke though, with 38 seconds remaining. It's going to last for long enough to maybe make Vitality get funneled into short. They're just going to trade places. Shox, he's going to try to go through on his own. Good flash, though. And that's the reason for the rotation. The flash to enable Shoxy onto site. 2 for him. And that's the 2-on-2 now. Big position to be in. Lucky comes in. And there's 15 seconds. Shox needs to fight for the bomb control. That's going to be spotted on the map. Gets to site. Lucky wants to rush it. And Shox baits him out. Wins another. That's a 3K. One bullet may just do it. Maka. He's on an advanced angle, spots the swing, and Shoxy had the right idea. 6 HP.
A1S.
Woo!
M4A1S, 94 in 4. Classic.
Absolute classic. And there it is, Heretics. They salvage another round and get 6 on the board, keeping it as close as possible. But the thing is, Pilly, 7 rounds on the T side could already be enough.
Yeah. Could be 9 rounds on the T side in a minute here, Mac, because if they win this gun round, they're going to reset that CT economy right on the half point.
That was ambitious. He jumped out there.
Look,
Fortunately, he had the
he was a little sloppy on his aim there, Maka, to be honest. Could have cleaned that one up a little bit more cleanly.
I meant more just not dying to fall damage.
Oh,
he got pretty close there.
True. Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, all calculated, surely. Anyway, looks like Heretics are going for an ambitious play into Con. That's going to give them a whole world of information as Vitality makes some noise towards the B site. But the rest of the troops smashing it straight down long, who could be spotted right now from Lucky. And there's the jumpy.
Dude, Heretics are like on an adventure right now. Push through Monster, push through the top of Con.
Yeah.
They have control of T spawn, never mind.
Oh, 2K in T spawn. Just denying Heretics anything. There it is. 3-on-5 now.
Yeah.
Or 4 rather.
Lucky's got to try and defend this site. He's got a little bit of support from Bank. I think Vitality just breaks that crossfire relatively easily.
Oh, and XMS has made an absolute racket coming in through B, so Vitality seem to be aware of his position here. Very advanced in Bank, just going back to back to try to trade. As XMS jumps up on the bin, he manages to get the better of Zywoot. 1v2.
He doesn't have a kid, actually. So I don't think that he's going to be able to... Look at all these more passive positions. That's a good read from XMS, but can't get it done. And now the CT money's absolutely cooked on the last round of the half. And this is looking like a 9-6 for Vitality.
It's looking very rough indeed, but here's that 2K. Oh, gets the absolute lineup, holds that spray as XMS comes into trade. But what a round, Vitality. They're doing work right now. So Heretics, it was an ambitious play. Certainly could have worked. They could have at least traded, maybe had another for the retake. But it didn't work out. So very unfortunate in that situation.
Dude, they basically like explored the entire map. Just flew up connector, pinched short B to Monster. They took every part of the map but where Vitality was at. This time Vitality contesting connector. There is a bit of a setup over here, and they're just isolating these angles with a bit of utility. XMS almost burns to death in a molly.
He commits to it just to push in, and it's going to be Navera coming in straight through the doors. A 3K as he upgrades to the AK, and Heretics might just salvage the round. But again, Vitality in these 2vx situations, they're so good at clutching it out, or at least causing ridiculous damage. But it's the last round of the half, and they need to get it done.
Do or die. That was a cute play from Heretics once again, similar to the last round, being very active on this CT side. They just pinch connector. And Nevera finds that timing on the Deagle.
Deep positioning on the CT site as well. I mean, on the A site, rather.
Yeah, they're playing for numbers. Undoubtedly. Playing for those retakes.
Well, very passive. And Nevera is just waiting for anything to walk into his crosshairs, waiting for Vitality to spend every second clearing out the site and then have no time to get this bomb planted. But there is still the utility for Vitality to play with.
Yeah. Lucky could probably bank a HE off the truck if it's a default plant. Get a fair amount of damage.
There's the flash, there's the plant. The cover's good as well as RPK finds one.
Definitely not ideal. Nevera got them into a fantastic position, but he's just thrown away a potential two-man advantage for very little gain. And Zaibu goes forward into the bank smoke, Mac.
Oh, he's just waiting for this aggression. Able to isolate the fight with Lucky, though, but it's all about the timing as he goes straight through. There is the trade. Zaiwu finds another, though, and 3 HP on XMS. RPK could win this one. Swinging from long, he's going to be spotted. Oh! It has the lineup as well. Beautiful way to end the half. Vitality winning by 3 rounds as we go to a halftime break. Ladies and gentlemen, second half coming up shortly. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the second half, ladies and gentlemen. It is Vitality leading by 3 over Heretics, and they are getting very close to a victory in just 2 maps at the moment. But Heretics, they've been looking pretty good. There's a chance here as they do get into the second half, but I'm worried because it's the T side, and they've been looking much stronger on their CT side so far.
And at least from what I remember of Vitality, they're usually pretty good at dismantling a team that's a little inconsistent on the T side of Overpass. Very good at shutting down some of those faster plays a lot of the time. A lot of pressure there on Shocks. And I think he's just gone down right off the bat. So that's a great start for Heretics. They've got that long A and bathrooms control now. And they're actually just going to gun it straight into the A side.
It's just the full commit. Shoxy's down and Heretics are on the hunt. USP to play with as well as P250. It's going to be 2 from Masuda. He's on fire, but we have Maka shuts him down. Long range. Zywoo continuing to re-peek there. Bit big for his boots, but RPK in a 1v3. He's going to be sneaking in on the flank. Now, everything's been cleared out from Heretics, but they don't expect him in this position. Finds the bomb. That's another one. Keo. Isolated fight as well, but Keo needs a bit of help here from Maka, who's been on a tear with the pistol. And another foul for RPK. Big 3K from the flank, and Vitality, they get another.
Robbed.
Absolutely robbed. But RPK, the man in the tank, he's armored like a maniac, and he's really just done the job. Big 4-round lead now for Vitality, and they're just looking to stretch this one out again.
Heretics thought they were going to be able to secure that pistol. Unfortunately not. They're going to have to take the single save. And look for those AKs and armor next round. So it seems like they've just slotted Masuda straight into that Alex role. So that's cool.
Well, he's doing a pretty good job at it as well, as Jocks just tears them apart there. 3 for him, 1 for Zywoo. It's Keo versus the world now. His position known, as he does hit the trigger with a block. And coming around the corner, Apex just jumping, making sure no crosshair placement will be his enemy. Popping the balloons to celebrate, as that is the 5-round lead. Vitality with a very dominant start to the second half, as Heretics finally get their mitts on some rifles.
I'm keen to see if Vitality is going to mix in anything special with these MP9s. Maybe go for something that Heretics was going for in the last half, like maybe a bit of a connector pinch or aggression towards short B, maybe a push towards Fountain. They're actually leaning 3 players towards A. It's a close setup.
Ooh, and perfect timing on the flash. That's going to punish Navarro for being close. XMS able to trade. He's taken a huge amount of damage for it. Maka hits the accelerator. He's going straight down bathrooms, flashes for himself as well, realizing that it is going to be the long setup for Vitality, but he's made his way to Garden already.
We're watching the Formula 1 Mac.
And he's just going to continue forward. Apex, not ready for that one, but the Molotov gets him the kill from the grave.
He's making plays.
Oh, Zywoo, he's going to be flanked as well. XMS coming in from long. Not XMS, rather. Oh, it was XMS from short, rather. Anyway, RPK going to be fighting here, and again, just God's work for Vitality. Quick one, cops a bink, and now he's last alive in a 1-on-2.
Yeah. Pretty good setup here for Heretics. They've got good utility to play with as well. Can chuck an incendiary on that bomb.
Oh, no way. Untouched in that 1-on-1. He's going to continue forward, not going to tap the bomb. Keo playing the patience game. Smoke doesn't stop that molly either. As RPK, he's just going to exit it long. Not even going to tap the bomb. Happy just to keep a rifle alive into the next. But that's huge economical damage done to Heretics. Now, as Keo has RPK's number, but doesn't have the time to find him.
Yeah, both teams going to be pretty broke heading into this next round, though, after that 1v1 was left over. They could both reinvest here, but it's going to be expensive for both parties. So this is going to be a pretty key round to see if Heretics can start putting themselves within touching distance of double digits, or whether Vitality is just going to run away with this game, head up towards that 13-7 scoreline, and threaten the end of this series. Actually, Shock's on the AWP.
Yeah, might find some contact. Let's see what Keo can do here at B. Contacting our monster. Doesn't clear his angles, and RPK hits him with the hard punish.
I think he must have been holding the line and they probably ran boost him across, I guess. Could have been why he was so caught off guard by that, because it seemed like he had a bit of a misread.
Certainly seems that way. 5v3. And Lucky looking to group up with Maka at long. Maybe a boost here over the wall from far back, just trying to get a line on the jump peak. Seems to be what they're trying to do. Good patience being displayed, but not going to spot that jump just yet. And there it is, attempt, missed opportunity, missed shots. For Shoxy denies anything at bathrooms. That's going to be full control of the bomb now, and it should be the round as well.
Yep. Up to Lucky to try to make this expensive. It's about all he can do from this position. Let's get Apex at least. The rest of the CT starting to close in. Shox has that angle locked down. And that's Vitality getting themselves a 12th, potentially a 13th if they can close down this anti-eco. And that's where they really start to get into control here on this CT side, both in the round count as well as the economy if they can have a clean one in this following anti-eco. Not a lot invested by Heretics, just a single deagle.
Oh, Zawu, missed opportunity. Got a world of information. It's a faster approach to long again. Another missed shot coming out from Zawu. Doesn't want to go toe-to-toe with the Eagles, but it's going to be the pincer of the pistols. Pulls out the sidearm of his own and tries to bait this one out, but Var just waiting for Maka, who comes in to save him. And that's going to be the 4v4 scenario, and AWP retrieved as well.
Shox is behind enemy lines, though.
Managed to get the timing through the smoke. Doing absolute God's work. Lucky hiding. Hasn't been spotted here. But certainly has been heard. And Shoxy not going to be letting him get away with that for free. Masuda. They're in bathrooms just gazing towards the long. Bomb retrieved. But they're just waiting now. Mac to make a step. And there it is. Again. A return frag. Knife in the back. Keo gets behind RPK. How's he done this? Onto Apex as well. Absolute ridiculousness. And can't pull the rotation out. Shox now fully aware of the other positions at long. Has a one-on-one here with Maka. Just waiting. Baits out the shot and pulls out the sidearm. Wins it.
Keo flashed his teammate back. What?
No.
The bomb's down now. Keo, he's tried to throw out another flash. He's got to try and retrieve it. He's got to try and bait out that shot. He just wide peeks into Shox's angle. What is that round, Mac?
We were supposed to watch Chaos in the next series of the night. Not right here, not right now. That round. The definition of Chaos. All started with the knife. Out of nowhere. And then this as well.
He makes that play and then he flashes Maka. Which, to be fair, like maybe he should have still gotten that frag. I just don't know though. I just don't know, Mac. Anyway.
Extremely hectic.
Actually, that's made it quite expensive for Vitality. They haven't been able to secure that economy control. This puts Heretics within touching distance of potentially killing the economy here, but that's a terrible start. Vera burns to death in Maka's molly. Oh, not Maka's molly? Someone's molly. Maka's still got a molly. I'm confused.
Regardless, he's dead. And that's the point. Vitality with the man advantage.
Yeah, they're starting to work this bathroom control, starting to go towards Divider. They need to make something happen.
Shoxy pushing forward to find a second for the round. And he's shoulder to shoulder again, just trying to manipulate the timing here. Just see, oh, they look in the wrong direction. Shoxy finds himself the triple, making it a quad. Is he going to get the ace? Very close. Has the AK denied by Keo. But Keo, util out. Not going to go off the back of it. Will readjust, but can't quite connect onto Apex. And that is going to be round number 14 for Vitality, who are looking to close this one out sooner rather than later. And it looks like that might just happen. Heretics economy in the bin again. But look at that. Shocks with a 4K, most of which was on a silver platter.
Vintage. Alright, Heretics going to try to make something happen with pistols and light armor. But they really got their work cut out for them now in this game. Vitality starting to build up momentum on the CT side, starting to build up a little bit of cash.
Ooh. The Heretics are just going to be funneling straight up short. Masuda and Zaiwu doing so much work. 4K on the anti-eco, and Masuda is absolutely laughing with that one.
That's sharp, man.
Match point. And Vitality have made this look like a very one-sided affair in the second half, at least.
Yep. I think they just won this series in the veto. Just such a good map pool for Vitality.
Yeah.
Whereas, conversely, on the other side, Heretics, bit shallow, to be honest. Not a whole lot of reps on a handful of maps, and Overpass being one of them.
Oh, and again, Shocks, just absolutely no fear gameplay, full confidence, flashing himself back in. Zaiwu looking to fight as well. Apex swinging all the way into the long corner. Let's see if Heretics even realize that this could be a possibility.
I don't think they're ever going to check that. It's just a question of whether it's tradable, really.
Very much a one-and-done spot. It won't be tradable if Mac is here all on his own.
Oh, he's checking it.
He is, and gets the kill. All right, so Apex.
Then a molly into Divider. Zaiwu.
Oh. Sharp shot, sharp angle. Keo.
Nice.
Another. And that's going to be B. So maybe it's not all over just yet. Heretics.
It's a messy round, but they get it done, man.
They salvage it.
Nicely done.
Zaiwu just playing the off angle with the AWP there in the bathrooms. Ooh, looking for that wallbang. It's a matter of time before the troops come in. Keo, he's feeling it this round. And he finds himself the third. Zaiwu's position realized, just utilizing the smoke. He's just dancing around, dancing with the devil. The devil's name is Navara, no scope. Keo able to trade it through, and there it is. 8 on the board for Heretics. They are not done just yet.
Staying alive. Hanging around. Vitality's still going to buy here.
Ooh. Nice line.
It's strong work from Heretics, but it might be a little too late. Already got that match point on Vitality. They've got yet another good buy here, but they are out of cash. So very resettable. Could get Heretics up towards double digits.
Boost into short this time. No aggressive plays straight through. And the flash is going to blind both of them. Apex cops more than he gives.
Don't think he'll be too happy about that one.
Oh, but XMS, again, Shocks, just doing so much work early for Vitality. And he's happy just with the single. So he's going to retreat back to site, look to group up with Zaiwu, and then maybe go for another re-aggression straight in the bathrooms.
It's such a scary duo on this A side of the map.
Oh, yeah.
When Shocks is playing like this. Like, Shocks is just running around, supported utility from Zaiwu, who then goes and holds down some angles.
Oh, and gets another. Just uses that smoke to progressively make his way forward at Divider. Shocks, cops the flash, but Apex is there to cover. And this is going to be the 5v1 Macca. He's had a pretty good performance for Heretics tonight, but I don't think he'll get this 1v5. But let's see what he can do. It has been a valiant effort from Heretics here. With Vitality, they're the second in the world currently, and for a reason. Zaiwu, can he finish? Yes, he can. There it is. The 2-0 victory. Vitality go forward in at the upper